Okay, okay, started. So first, we'll take the binary, JBoss binary. So we are going to install JBoss EAP. So before installing JBoss EAP, we need to check whether Java proper supported Java install or not. So we have already supported Java. So that is 1.7. It is very pretty much good with this version. So no need to do anything. So Java installed already. I'm going for JBoss installation. So I'm going to install JBoss EAP 6. So first we need to select the language. And license agreement. And it will tell you port is already in use, but you can proceed. This is normal behavior for this installation. This will alert you that if anything is installed already, it is there, then you can.
9999. I think I am not using.
Okay.
Okay.
See that actually 9999 is management console port here. So I checked already.
For management JMX, I use it.
Because it is already Tomcat installed, so maybe that would have taken. So we'll take the folder. Home is EAP6. So after selecting the installation path, it will create inside JBoss EAP 6.3. So it will tell you the size, how much you want to install. This window represents user credentials. I'm giving JBoss@123, capital J, rest of the letters small. And this will tell you quick start. So manual we can start after installation. So not require this one. So this is asking you to, you want to change default, or you want to take default, or you want to customize the ports. I don't want to customize anything. So this window represent asking whether I need to start the server or not. So if you want to start the server, which mode you want to start. So now I don't want to start server first of all. So that's why I don't want to choose any standard mode or domain mode. So this one tell you logging levels. So as info is not required, if anything comes, we'll see later. So so far info is okay for installation. Nothing is configured inside. And this one tell you default configuration is okay, or if you want to customize configuration, you can customize based on password, vault, and SSL security, all these things. So I'm going with the default configuration. So this is installation summary. And components installation. in the directory JBoss EAP, the one which this software created inside my directory EAP6. So all unpacking completed successfully. This will ask you, this window ask you shortcuts. So now not required anything. This is a file. After installation, it will ask you to generate. It will ask you to save the file if you want. If you want to install next time, if you want to install with the same configuration, so you can use. So we will save somewhere. We will save the same inside home directory only. Done. So we'll check the whether properly installed or not. In the GUI mode, I choose an GUI mode. So my home directory is EAP6, and inside whether all folders came or not, we'll check by checking. How we will check? We need to first go to inside JBoss. So we have so many directories inside. So bin represents all binaries will be there. Bundles, all these things is JBoss internal functionality purpose. App client, bundles, docs, and icons. Icons is for now GUI came, so for that icons, and rest of the licensing thing, version thing, all this for current version details it contains. So we no need to focus on those things. So majorly we have to focus on bin folder, domain, modules, standalone. See, these are the main folders for creating the environment. So we are going to set up the JBoss environment. So this file mandatory. So first we'll check the bin, what exactly contains. So in this all binaries it contains. So add user, for adding the users. See, we have two types of users. One is management user and other one is application user. So management user will come. See, we are installed with management user, and the other user is application user. If you want to install the other user, if you want to create by using the script, the binary add user, by using that we can create the users. And next one is app client, no need, actually we will not use that one, that internal functional purpose. And this one domain.sh we will use for domain creation. JBoss CLI.sh is for will create for command line interface. We have three kinds of modes actually. One is management console. We can operate the JBoss servers in three ways. One is management console, and second one is command line interface, and third one is through manually editing the XML scripts. So JBoss CLI is for second one, for command line interface. And JConsole we have by default. This one is for checking them. This is for Java. This one, so we can log in. We can invoke the JConsole script. We can check the memory, all these things, and run all these things. Old versions we have JDR.sh, run.sh. We have old versions we have. So in earlier versions we have those scripts. Those are coming with these versions also. But majorly we will use for running the servers domain.sh and standalone.sh. We have two modes. We already discussed standalone mode and domain mode. So we will use the standalone mode or domain mode. Run.sh we will not use here. And vault.sh, this is for encrypting the scripts. So this is for security purpose. And rest of the WS and W provide, these are the internal functional, for JBoss internal functional purpose. No, it's not messaging. Something is internally, actually. Okay. So whatever important scripts, so we are discussing for that, and we'll see rest of the folders also. And domain. Same
profile.
So configuration, data temp will come by default. So whenever you start the server, remaining folders will come. So basic installation, these two folders will come. So we have in the domain configuration data temp. Okay, if you go to standalone mode, if you see deployments library, here we have, so configuration deployments library temp. So here deployments, why we are using deployments? See here we have deployments, why don't have in domain? So exactly both are same configurations only. If you see from first day, first day also I explained same thing. Standalone domain is almost same. Both are do all clustering, encryption, security, SSL, JMS, all these things will do from here also. Standalone. So, but here one JBoss installation itself, one software, one server, like Tomcat. Earlier I showed you Tomcat how we install. Anyone? Okay, I want to create two servers in the JBoss. Sorry, Tomcat. How we can install?
Two different servers should be installed. Like two different Tomcat clusters should be installed.
So that means two binaries we need
only
to.
one server in Tomcat.
Yes. So I have two Tomcat 1, Tomcat 2. This is one software and this is another software. So that means this is a JBoss. Actually, this is Tomcat. This is Tomcat software. I unzip. I installed. One server came. After second software, I unzip. I installed. That one server came. I cannot install other server same folder because there is no two servers monitoring. There is no master for this monitoring those controlling consistency configuration consistency. No one will maintain here. So same, exactly same how Tomcat maintaining, same here also standalone also will maintain. So domain is different. That's why everything you can deploy. See, whatever you want to deploy, you have to deploy folder only. But if you see in the domain, inside servers folder, we have server 1, server 2, like that will come. If you remember AppLogic, we have inside servers, a servers folder contains the server 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you install. Right, so inside server we will install, we will deploy. That's why it is not highlighting outside the deployments. So standalone only it is highlighting because here no one server only. So anyhow libs we will not use because it's already we have jar files. Libs for keeping the jar files. I have modularity. This is completely developed through modularity concept. So already module contains Java file. So that one. So these are the two, JBoss standalone and domain. And if you go to modules. So system inside local, one second, layers base. So these are the modules actually main. So if you go to com example, everyone knows this one, actually com.com something we will use now. So we have inside, you take Google or we will take component only H2 database. By default it will come with JBoss EAP6. So H2, so main. Okay, if you see till these three folders, system, layers, base, these are the common for everyone. Whatever module you are creating, for everything, these three same system layer modules. After that, whatever you are customizing the module, so something functionality I need, I wanted to integrate with some other server, module you have to place, right? So for that, you have to create the structure like this. So you have to place under system layer base. There you have to provide. See, all will develop one jar file. Developer will develop one jar file. That is some structure will be there, right? Some main class, subclass, constructors, all this functionality will be there. So he has to follow this one base com H2 database H2. Like this, he has to give his whatever customizing the module, particular concept module that he has to give like this. Whatever he is including in this, so he has to follow like this naming inside. So if you go inside, we have H2 jar file. So I'm keeping my database jar file here. So then no need of using that lib. Lib contains jar file only. Earlier versions it is like that. So all modules contain jar files only, right? So this is majorly. So bin folder, domain folder, standalone folder, and this module folder. These four folders very important.
So if we open Google also, it will have its own jar file over there.
Yeah, exactly. So if you see Google also, okay, cd main. So here we have this jar file.
Okay.
This jar file representing particular module. So these jar files information contains corresponding modules module.xml. Okay, this module.xml contains this path, this complete information about that module only. Okay, the properties, values, all these things. You have to design like this. Whenever you are going to include any third-party modules, you have to follow this structure. Under system layer base, that is common for everything. From that onwards, your customized modules for structure you have to create, and inside you have to create one module.xml like this and customize. Like this you have to include. So then only it will pick. Okay. Now we'll start the servers. Before starting the servers, okay, we'll start one server first. Okay, we'll start in the standalone mode first. We'll see in the standalone mode. Just we will recall our Tomcat sessions here. Okay. Here we will recall the Tomcat sessions. Then we'll go for the domain, means JBoss exactly. Okay, standalone mode. First we'll start the standalone mode. So here configuration files we'll see inside what exactly contains. So inside configuration files, what it contains? Mainly these files it will contain. Whatever you guys are now talking the profiles, these are the profiles. Okay, these are the profiles: standalone, full HA, full HA, OSGI. This is for model, something different model. This one, this is for one functional DMR functionality, but we will not use this XML anywhere. So we will use profiles. Profile means full HA, and standalone.xml. Okay, this is default. That is what default is. So major configuration will get done by through default only here. See here we will not choose any this one. That for namesake they have given all these structures same as like in domain. We will not customize the rest of the three also, full HA, full HA also, because standalone.xml will contain main configuration. So because one server only we are configuring in this server, the other server information we are configuring in other profile. So there also I have to use that profile only. For clustering these two, that is different case. How we will configure Tomcat? So same way we have to configure here. Like this we have to see. Okay, first we will see installation of standalone.xml, we'll bring up the servers from standalone. We'll see, we'll create the two servers. So first we'll create one server, server 1. Okay, server 1 contains the one second. So server name itself, name equal to server 1. Okay, so IP address, we don't have other machine, so we will use same only. Okay, because we don't have anything. If you take local or same IP also, nothing different, right? So as usual, we'll give, if you have different machine, then we will give it to, then we'll give the IP address, that IP address, because here local or anything okay, same only. So next port. So coming to port, These are the majorly you have to focus on. First of all, these things, IP address, ports here, like in Tomcat. That's why just recall Tomcat like that I told, because there also we will configure IP address, ports. Port, coming to port, AJP is by default same. What is AJP there?
80,
Next, HTTP.
80. ST8080.
What is HTTPS?
8431.
8
431.
8443. Okay, and management. Okay, 1 second. So this is actually management console. Console we can, then it is clearly understood. Okay, this is one server details. Okay, this is one server details. So same way I want to create other server.
AJP for Apache.
AJP, Apache. So if you don't want to change AJP also no problem, but while configuring it will check same ports already binding, so it will check. So that's why I'm telling all these things. So if it is different host, no need to change any port, whether you have to change IP address or a port. If it is same host, you have to change the port. If it is in different missions, you have to change the IP addresses. You can keep same ports if you have different missions. So here what we will do now, I will put 1. So it is different, right?
Yeah.
1 because it will take up to something 65,000 something, 70,000 something from 1024 onwards, because below 1024 ports are reserved for voice level. So we cannot use 10, above 1024 we will use. So I will make it as like 1. I will join everything before. Okay, before port I will add 1. Okay, these are the 2 servers. Okay, first I need to bring up the server. First server I will bring up. Okay, first server I will bring up, but here everything we can bring up servers from. We have to remember 4 folders: bin, domain, standalone, modules. So which folder we need to go for running server? So binaries where it will contain bin. Obviously I have to go to bin. So bin I have to go. So there we have which file I need to run. So I am bringing up the standalone server. So that server I am bringing up. So I am using that one. Okay, just enter. So it will throwing the error, right? So why it is throwing error? You can check the error. See here, address already used. Okay, 8080 already used. Okay, and 9999 management cons already used, because already by installing only it told already. Next, finally you have to check here. So started with errors, but it will not bring up. Okay, it should not come like this. Okay, I will go and I will customize the configuration file. Oh, sorry, Control C. Sorry. Standalone folder, configuration folder. There I have vi standalone.xml. So we brought up the server, that's why its history file came. Okay. So here, okay, we'll go through one more time this one. Tomorrow sessions I will show you standalone and domain mode multiple servers. Okay, time already over. I will actually I have to go through this one XML folder, because you guys maybe because yesterday already discussed about extension, subsystem and all this. So I have given normal presentation, but I did not open the XML and I did not show. So just I will go through this one, just 5 minutes. Server data, see here, yesterday what we discussed, extensions. So extension is nothing but modules we discussed. So whatever extension you have, that extension you have to give it like this. See, I told you, come 3 folders we need to give right inside main folder, before main. So here arg, JBoss is like this. So here these extensions they are using, okay? Modules, modules we need to declare in the extension. That reference we need to give in the subsystem. Okay, we'll go through this one. Management means management contains user details, application user details, and the management user details. So we have group details also. So that information it will contain in the management. If you see management and closing management, see here. So from there, management realm, management by default it will give the feature, right? So in WebLogic also we have my realm. There it will allow you to assign the proper roles to proper user. So same way here also it will assign the proper roles to proper user. So for that, first we need to create the users. Roles assigning is different case, that is different story. So first user details maintaining this property files, user management group and properties. So this is management. And the second thing is management interface. Okay, so management interface, where it is, okay. This also contains, the management interface contains which user, we are the super user, admin. I installed with the admin. So that information it can simple user or super user or local, like that. It will represent. So once if you create the users, more lines will add in the XML. XML file get updated. So next, profiles. So profiles is nothing but collection of subsystems. Subsystem is nothing but modules information. Modules information where we will refer subsystems. Subsystem contains modules information. Profile contains all these subsystems, collection of those subsystems information. So profile, what it contains? Subsystem. What subsystem? First one, logging subsystem. In the logging, okay, I'll show you more. So this one, logging. This is the one module. See, this is also one log file. This is also one jar file, right? Logging functionality, how it will give the capability. Logging logging jar file. Logging also has one jar file that will give the capabilities and functionalities by you referring like this. Okay, this is also one jar file. Okay, where it got end? It is down somewhere. It is end. Okay, and here it is got end. And next one is data source. So we have like this. All subsystems, okay. We'll go down and we'll see some other module. No. Like this, we have many modules. See, so logging, data source, and domain. So we have many like this. I wanted to skip this subsystem because you guys understood, right? Subsystem. So extensions we have, management we have, and next this one subsystems we have, and profiles. Means profile is nothing but subsystem, collection of subsystems.
Profile means
that profile. If you go in the domain.xml, there you can see collection of profiles again. Here one profile contains this one information. See here.
The default profile.
Here
They have given the
separately here. There you have in the one script domain.xml, you can see profiles. Profile will start. That tag will start. Inside you can see full profile like that. Okay. After that, interfaces. So one server I will bring up. I already error we got, right. So I will bring up this server now. So just I will explain this one also. Yeah, here if you see profiles done. Now interfaces. See, this is interface part. Okay, this interface contains management, public, unsecure. Okay, management is nothing but where the you are using management put what double N, right? For opening that management console, triple N 0. So triple N 0 is for management console that we will use by referring here interface. And next one is public. Public is nothing but outside browser we need to access. So HTTP. That means 80 something, whatever you are getting. So unsecure, this we will not use by because this is IPv4. Because if you see here, this is IOOP protocols represent. It will represent IOOP protocols. So that we will not touch. We will not modify also anywhere. Okay. We have to focus on, we will interface these two, management and public. Okay. We will not customize that one. It will not give any error also. No need to bother about that one. And the next thing is, this is unsecure IP address for the same thing. So whatever management we have and IP address like this, internally we will giving that representing that address also. And second thing is socket binding group. So this socket binding group, see here, socket binding group contains whatever we discussed, AGP, HTTP, HTTPS, remoting, all these things, right? Got it?
Yeah.
So this information it contains. Now tell me, whatever we discussed, extension, you got some information. Extension means modules information. And next thing is management. Management contains all user information. Well, and next thing is subsystem.
System is a module itself. Module itself is a subsystem.
Okay.
And then profile. Profile is collection of subsystems.
Whenever interface, then you can say management, public, and secure. So now I'm talking about main things, main headlines I'm talking about. Okay. So extension means modules information, and next thing is subsystems means management. Second thing is management. The management contains all user credential information. So like in WebLogic MyReam, users information. And second thing is
Subsystem.
profiles. So that profile is inside
Collection of
subsystems. That subsystem contains
another
module information. Modules information will refer here. And second, last one, interfaces. So interface, come to interface, same way, management, public, and secure. So last one, socket binding group. Socket binding group contains all the ports. Port information contains. Okay. So this is XML file, very easy.
So that server got some errors right now. So
Now I'm going to that point only. Okay. This is XML information, because first we should remember what XML file contains, where any error comes, where we need to first modify or something we need to do, troubleshooting purpose. So first these things we need to remember. What attribute tag contains what information. Okay. If you go, we'll see here. Okay. Already I showed you that is binding. Somewhere it is binding, right? Yeah. So then we'll edit same file. See here actually interface we need socket binding. Yes, socket binding group we need to go first. Okay.
Yes.
I'm not changing any IP address, because even if you change also I will not see any difference. So I'm keeping default 127. And see JBoss socket binding port offset. Okay. Before discussing about that, I need to see this one. Okay. Why it is failing? Already it's bind with 88G. It is showing 88G. So all this information first we need to change, right? So what we will do in Tomcat? What we will do in Tomcat, same issue if it comes. So we will edit this file. Edit in the sense this port number we will change, right? So manually editing means if you miss some comma also, you may get error. And error message will not give proper information. But it will give, but tracking is little, it will take time, no problem. So this is the thing. So I need to change AJP port, HTTP port, HTTPS, and remote. All these ports I need to change. For that, I will go to socket binding group. Okay. Here, a number, how much it is representing here? JBoss socket binding port offset. How much it is showing here? 0. 0 means it will add the port number. 0 plus 8009. How much? 8009 only. 0 plus 880. 0 only. So what it will do now? If we change to 100, I will give you. Then it will come to like this. It will come to like this. So port is different, right?
Yeah.
Okay, first I got information from the console output. Binding is somewhere, it's binding. So first I will check whether it is resolved the issue or not. Okay.
But you are throwing error for 2 ports.
Everything. Everything.
For the binding, for all offset.
That offset value, if you change the internal tag, how many ports it will contain, it will
add
add to
that
array
to-
completely.
No, I thought for every port there is a offset.
Okay. Just I'm running. Maybe it will.
I think, but the port number will differ from what you have mentioned in notepad.
No problem. Now I will change here also. So now I will change to here 2.
Yes, sure.
Okay. Here I will change.
How did you understand you become 2?
So I'm going to explain same thing. This one, see, if you guys console output, see here already I changed. So here listening on 19999. Okay, if you see that it is already added. Okay, and this one 19990 because already it is 4447 and 9999 like this it is, right? If you search for 8080 somewhere it is there. That one no need actually, that will come. That is not visible. First you have to see this one. This one you have to see. See. Yes, exactly. So this is 8080. Okay. So everything came up. So if you see here, started. This unit you have to check without errors. See, you have to check that also because it will start with errors. Because it will show the started, but it will. We have to see before whether it is started without errors or errors. Okay. So now.
Now, if I go back to XML configuration, will I be able to find the same port number which it started with?
Port number it will not show. It will not update because already I updated manually. That 10,000. That you can check. That history will contain this console output summary. So, but anything you can see from console only. By accessing also you can see there only.
Okay. Through
Console only.
login.
If you want to see again, you have to go back to there and you have to see. I will show you that also. Let me complete already time 2:43. So.
Which one you need another node you have to install again?
Same thing we need to do.
Same install again in another location.
Another location. Port offset we need to change to 20,000 or whatever you want. So then we'll give.
Difference between standalone and domain, right?
Exactly. So this is completely Tomcat. So Tomcat also we will read it like that only, na? Port numbers we changed.
But you can't make 2 servers as cluster, right? 2 standalone servers.
We can make.
We can make the one.
So Tomcat, how we did clustering? It's possible right there.
Yeah.
Clustering possible. So here also standalone possible.
In that
So
case,
main thing is that other server you are going to create, that server you cannot handle in the.
data server.
Let me complete this. I will tell you that because that you are asking that question, it will cover here.
You have separate console for each server.
Exactly. So from that console, you cannot handle other server, right? So once open that one, Mozilla, but how many? Which one I opened session?
I don't know. You cannot start in
No need. No. We'll start it no, then we can able to we can able.
We can get the prompt.
Correct. Okay, localhost because I did not change IP address. So this is management console 3.0. Yes. Okay. So admin
JBoss JCaps.
JBoss at the rate 123.
Second time he will start with that.
Okay. So here this is a home. It will contain the whatever home directory, home page is one.
HTTP is permissionless, so H how is HTTP? No, this is console port.
This is management
console port. Okay.
Right. See, if you deploy application server,
Okay.
you can access with that server IP. Sorry, server port. So here this is management port. This one. So that okay. That also will see. So here 18080. It should come. This welcome page. So this is welcome page, okay. And if you go back to here, you'll see briefly configuration contains all the data source information, that connectors information, core, InfiniBand, security. See whatever we are going to do, other the configuration information we'll see. Security, SSL, all these things we can configure from this. Whatever configuration needs, that we can configure from here. Even IP address we need to change also, from here we can change. So this configuration information is all the configuration files, means data source configuration, security, SSL configuration, JMS configuration, all these things we can configure from here. For example, if you take data source, you can these attributes, all these things will come. Okay, you can edit this one. Or particular data source I can edit. Right? This one. That is welcome page only.
That will help you whether the system is up.
That's it. And this one runtime. So runtime contains we can runtime means here we can start the servers and we can stop the servers. Okay, and we can check the proper servers information, environment paths information, homes information, JVMs information. If you go one by one research, if you do, you can see all these things. Data source, all web. Okay, like this. Okay, nothing is just overview. This is called, this is, see, one server, this is running. Okay, 1 second. Okay, somewhere it will show you the, okay, no problem. Stuck. See this, here we can deploy the applications. Okay, by adding and enable, we will see later classes. So these are the 3 tabs. Here users information, my realm we are talking. So users information, if you want to add the users, all these things we can see in administration. This is briefly about this console. Okay, so
we can take keep
we can take everything.
What will be in that 8
Heap dump and all, I think we cannot take. 1 second, that I need to see here. Because
something is showed in that.
That is just it will show you the instances information. Uses. See, I will tell you here command line is there. Tomorrow I will take the command line prompt. Okay. See here it will limit the functionality. All the functionality it will not work here. It will limit the functionality. But you can see all the aspects of configuration files. If you want to see, then you have to choose the CLI. If you don't want to choose CLI also, obviously you have to go on backend XML, you have to edit. That is basic for JBoss and Tomcat. So CLI we'll see tomorrow. So before seeing that one, we'll see domain mode also, how it will work, how the prod servers groups will create, how profiles will create, how we can add the servers to profile. All these things we'll see tomorrow. And if it is time we have, then we can see CLI. Okay, first we'll get the awareness on the how to from manage console. Then we'll see CLI, because that will not limit functionality. You can see all the aspects of the configuration file. Okay.
What will be in the HTTPS port number? What will show in the HTTPS?
That is, I think, that is secure. It will give the port number. Once we SSL configuration done, then only it will enable. Where, this is actually general page actually. Let me click even. I think same page it will come. Same page. Okay, this is briefly about standalone. We'll see tomorrow domain mode. Okay, thanks guys for your patience.
Thanks.
Nobody did not sleep today.
Okay, I will send feedback.